from Holton St Mary in Colchester, Steel Avenger.
Previous tag team finalists, but with new partners here.
So, Lightning, you're in with. You're with the Steel Avengers. How do you feel about that?
I feel really good about that. We've got a nice mixture of weapons, axes and flippers between us.
Good. Now, what are your tactics?
Get in there and smack them hard.
Lightning has the twin flipper array, the wedge front and the ramming back. Steel Avenger has a steel chassis with steel and polycarb armour and the axe and lifting weapons.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at the two teams. Nasty Humphrey there on the left, captained by Mick Kerfoot. Stinger, captained by Kevin Scott. Steel Avenger, driven by John Willoughby on the left-hand side. Lightning, driven by Laurie Calvert. In the arena for the house robots, we have Dead Metal with the pincers and the saw blade. And also out there is Mr. Psycho. 2, 1. Lightning is first out with Nasty Humphrey. I advised the Humphrey boys to come back with a better machine after they were dumped in the 4th series of the UK Championships, and they have come back with a better machine. You wouldn't believe it though, would you? Lightning very quick onto the attack. It wasn't a forked attack. It was straight in there, and it wasn't a bolt out of the blue either. You could see it coming, Lightning's attack, and Nasty Humphrey in peril from Mr. Psycho and getting away. Just about. Oh, don't go back on the attack on him, whatever you do. Woo-hoo. For a minute there, I thought they were about to commit suicide. Lightning pushes under Nasty Humphrey. Did you see? Stinger thirsting for action and waiting to come into the fray. Not necessary. Just see the back there of John Willoughby and Jackie. Jackie Willoughby, the weapons operator on Steel Avenger, very experienced, still watching on. It's still Nasty Humphrey and Lightning at this moment in time. They can tag if they want to. Very even between the two of them, though. Nasty Humphrey with what doesn't look like a very strong axe weapon, to be honest. Lightning, we haven't seen the dual flippers yet. They can tip an opponent left or right. Out comes Stinger. You never quite know with Stinger. Rotates very quickly, flails like some whirling dervish. Difficult to control, has exposed tyres. Is Eliminator, lost to Chaos 2 in a grand final once upon a time. Is out there at the moment, though, very heavy, that sort of mace axe blade at the end of the flailing arm, and taking on Steel Avenger. Worthy opponent, Steel Avenger, down comes their heavy axe. They were a tag team finalists before in Robot Wars. They back away. Steel Avenger can get up to 15 miles an hour, faster than across the arena than Stinger. Slightly the heavier. There goes the pit button, down goes the pit. They love it. And John and Jackie Willoughby, will they push Stinger in with Steel Avenger? Stinger on the brink, and down! Oh, and Steel Avenger follows through and goes down into the pit as well.
And the judges have made their decision. Based, of course, on style, control, damage, and aggression. And they've gone for Lightning and Steel Avenger!
So you got the chicken and you got the dog. Who's drawing the short straw?
Me, I think. Yeah, we've
Which
got
one
the
did you
dog.
get?
Yeah,
That's
we're
gonna be
the
tough.
new guys. Yeah,
They are really tough.
I think they're going to be a really hard one to beat, and they might get us over quite easily. So we're going to have to make sure our self-rider really works well for this one.
I think
Yeah,
so. I
yeah.
think so.
But we're confident.
But then there's a problem because you guys are vegetarian.
That's true, yeah.
What are you going to do? I mean, you can't chop up a chicken if you're vegetarian.
Well, we can chop it up, but we can just leave it there.
There's no mercy clause in Robot Wars.
There isn't.
You know this, don't you?
I do.
So you might have to take the chicken on as well.
Okay, well, whatever. They might have to take on the dog.
The dog, the chicken. It's like a barnyard.
Bulldog breed. Robochicken.
And to the two teams there on the left, Jason Snow's Robochicken boys and Bulldog breed, captained by Tony Summerfield.
Lightning. Steel Avenger.
The Avengers, John and Jackie Willoughby, with the Lightning boys there.
Roboteers, stand by.
Sergeant Bash is in the arena with the flamethrower and the front pincers, and Growler's back in town.
3, 2, 1.
A Very impressive Lightning on the right-hand side. Very good in the first round victory, I felt, against Bulldog breed, which is the most impressive single robot we've seen in the tag team terror. And already it looks to flick another machine out of the arena, trying to do to Lightning there what they did in the first round to Pussycat. And it has Lightning teetering on the arena sidewall. Lightning, you need to get out of there, otherwise Lightning will suffer a thunderclap of an attack by Bulldog breed. Awaiting, Steel Avenger has come out of the CPZ, the Refbot having a look. If Lightning is immobilised and has gone, then Steel Avenger can come out, otherwise it should await the tag. Sergeant Bash comes in and has a look as well. Steel Avenger is on the sidewall, Lightning is away, only as far as Bulldog breed once again. Spinning but going nowhere because it suffered the original onslaught from the first attack and has not been right since. And Bulldog breed has one thing in mind, you can tell, it wants to chuck Lightning out of the arena. Growler on top of Bulldog breed! Piggyback, piggyback! It's the clash of the two dogs out there! A real dog fight on the arena floor, and Growler is after the Bulldog. Who's going to win this one? The Bulldog comes out on top. Growler up and over. Way over he went. That's great driving from the Bulldog breed. And we look for hints in contests like the Tag Team Terror for future UK and world champions. And I'll tell you what, Bulldog breed may go close in the future. They look terrific to me. They're taking on Steel Avenger now. In underneath Steel Avenger, that won't cause undue harm. They have a teammate, Bulldog breed, called Robochicken. You wouldn't believe it, would you? We've not seen much of that. We're not going to see much more of Lightning. They're going to go. It'll leave Steel Avenger to fight on alone. Out there, Bulldog breed, crumpling into Lightning once again. Just got a glimpse, I think, of one of the Robochicken boys. Jason Snow, Farron White and Alec Dick in the team. Steel Avenger side by side with Bulldog breed, Tony and Robert Summerfield and Carl Aspin in the Bulldog team. Lightning hauled away by Growler. Steel Avenger thinks about an onslaught, just pushing in there behind Lightning on Bulldog breed. A big boy's toy, you're telling me. It's frightening. Robochicken. And Steel Avenger, who did that? Well, you're out of luck, because it was the Robochicken on the attack. And it's 2 against 1 at the moment. And I don't think he's going to do too much avenging for his fallen teammate Lightning. Steel Avenger up on its side, cannot self-right from there. That has always been a weak spot with Steel Avenger. Bulldog breed and Robochicken through.
Steel Avenger and Lightning both immobilised. Robochicken and Bulldog breed through to the tag team final. Well, Lightning didn't strike twice, didn't strike once.
I know, we were all right last time, but this time Bulldog breed got the first strike in, and they're really good, and they got us on the sidewall.
They kept trying to get you out of the arena.
They didn't do that,
They couldn't quite make it,
We're
could they?
hard to get out.
You got the axe working eventually.
It was working all the time.
Well, it wasn't hitting anything at first. You started getting a few hits in.
They kept getting out of the way.
Disappointed?
A little bit, but it was okay. It was good fun.
It was a rumble, wasn't it?
It was.
Hey, Lightning and Steel Avenger!